Now friends, we learn something called annuity. What is annuity? So friends, let's say you are looking at investing at an investment scheme for the next 10 years. Right friends, you are investing for the next 10 years in an investment scheme. The investment scheme offers a return of 10% every year. Okay? And you are looking to invest $1,000 every year in this scheme. So in year 1 you give 1,000, in year 2 you give 1,000, in year 3 you give 1,000, like this it goes on, and even in the last year you give $1,000. Now the question is, at the end of it, what is your future value of all these investments? This is the precious question that we want to answer. And this kind of a scheme is what we call an annuity, friends. Now the investment that you make at year 1, let's call it PV1. This is equal to $1,000. So this year 1 investment, this $1,000 compounds how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It compounds 9 times, friends. 9 times, or 10 minus 1 times. So you can write the future value FV1 is equal to PV1 or 1000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.10, 10% to the power 10 minus 1 times. Right friends? Similarly, let's check out what happens to PV2. PV2 is also equal to 1000. PV2, that is the $1,000 invested at year 2. This compounds once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times and 8 times, friends. So you can write FV2 is equal to 1000 1 plus 0.10 to the power 10 minus 2, which is 8. In this way, if you write all these numbers, friends, your last investment, that is at year 10, the $1,000 that you invest, the future value of that is 1000 into 1 plus 0.10 raised to the power 10 minus 10, which is nothing but 1000 only. Right friends? So the total future value, if you want to find out the total future value, this is equal to sum of all these small intermittent future values. So this is equal to 1000 multiplied by 1.1 to the power 9 plus 1000 multiplied by 1.1 to the power 8 plus last one, which is 1000. This is going to be the way we calculate the future value of a periodic investment scheme or an annuity. Now if you want to generalize it, let's say if there are n periods, 0 to n periods, and you start investing from period 1. At the end of n periods, what is the future value, FVN, of your periodic investments? This will be given by FV of all these periodic investments is equal to PV 1 plus the rate of compounding raised to the power of n minus 1 plus PV multiplied by 1 plus rate of compounding raised to the power of n minus 2 plus plus PV, right? We are assuming all these present values or all these periodic investments are same in amount. Let's call it by the name A. So this becomes A into 1 plus R n minus 1 plus A into 1 plus R n minus 2 plus plus A. Now if you take the A common, there is a mathematical way to represent this entire thing. FV of an annuity of n periods is given by A into 1 plus R to the power n minus 1 divided by R. This is the way to calculate an annuity, friends. Simply these, if you take the A common, this becomes a geometric progression, and the formula for geometric progression is being shown here in this expression. It is nothing else. So this is our formula that we can use for calculating the annuities, right? This is an ordinary annuity, by the way, friends. Ordinary annuity means the first investment is happening in period 1, right, friends? If the investment had started immediately, that is from t is equal to 0 or period 0, then it will be called an annuity due. We'll get into the expression in some time, but first let us do an example of an ordinary annuity. So the question is, the periodic investment that you are willing to make is $500. $500. And you want to do it for next 20 years, starting from year 1. So this is an ordinary annuity. Now at the end of 20 years, what is the future value of this investment if your rate of return annually is 8%? The question is, what is the future value of your investments if your rate of return is 8%, right? How do we calculate it, friends? Obviously, FV is equal to periodic amount multiplied by 1 plus compounding rate raised to the power of number of periods, this whole expression minus 1 divided by the compounding rate. Here we replace it with the values 500 multiplied by 1.08 to the power 20 minus 1 divided by 0.08. This is equal to 500 multiplied by, let's calculate it, friends, 1.08 to the power 20 minus 1 divided by 0.08. This is equal to 45.761964 approximately. So this is coming to be 22880.98215. This is the future value that is coming for this kind of an investment for 20 years at 8%, right? Now friends, let us calculate for annuity due what is the numbers.